Now that we have our main menu set up, let us create our two other remaining menus, which is the Highscore and the Options menu, and we are going to start with the Highscore menu. So I'm going to create a new scene and save it immediately in our scenes folder. This is going to be our Highscore scene, so Highscore scene. And here we are also going to create an image, which is going to be our background image, so background image. Take the canvas and repeat the same process as we did for our main menu. So set screen space camera, drag and drop, attach the main camera here for the render camera, and set scale with screen size 480 by 800 for the reference resolution, 0.5 to match width and height equally. We are going to position our image at 0, 0. And I'm going to go in our sprites and our backgrounds, and I'm going to filter for our Highscore background. I think that I'm going to add background 3. So let me drag and drop Highscore background 3 and set the native size. So this is the background that I want to add, exactly this one. And this is how we see it in our game. Now, in order to display our Highscore, we need to create our text. So for that, we need to go under Game Object, UI, and create a text. So this is going to be our Highscore text, so Highscore text. And I'm going to resize it like this, so we can reposition it and resize it. So resize it like this here. And now what we can do is we can change the color for it. So here, when we select our text, here in the inspector panel, we have these options for the text. So we have the text script. Here we can set the font to the font that we want, font style, normal, bold, italic, line spacing, font size, so you can resize it. We can align it. So I'm going to align it from the middle like this. And we can also change the color. So click on this color here. So click on the color and it will open this pop-up window. I'm going to set the color to white. I'm also going to change the font and click on this circle near the font, and we can select our font that we have imported, so this one. And here we can set some arbitrary score. For example, this is our score. And this is how this will be displayed in our game or when we open our menu. I can also position it somewhere around here so that we can see it like this. And I'm going to copy it, and this is going to be our coin score, because we are also going to represent the coin score. But for the coin score, we need to resize it a little bit. So like this, and resize it again a little bit more. And I'm going to reposition it here and reposition it like this. So let me just resize it a little bit more, or it's good like this and like this. So let me just take it, and this will be okay for the coin score, because I doubt that anyone is going to reach this many coins. So he needs to collect 10 million coins, or which number this is, so 10 million coins. I doubt that anyone will reach this in our game. So this is how, well, our score menu is going to look like. We also need UI button. And this is going to be our back button, and I'm simply going to take it, so back button, and I am going to filter here for the back button, set the native size, and since I want to position this button here at the bottom left corner, I can set its anchor to be at the bottom left corner, and I'm going to resize it. So let's say at 60 by 60 or 65 by 65. And reposition it here. So this is our button that will take us back to our main menu when we click it. So this is our Highscore, and now we are going to create a new scene and save it immediately here in the scenes folder. This is going to be our options. So options menu, hit enter to save it. And now again, we need to create UI image, and I'm going to rename it to background image. Select the canvas, screen space camera, attach the main camera, set scale with screen size, and it will be 480 by 800, set to match width and height equally, reposition the image at 0, 0. And for the options background, I think I'm going to select options background 2. and drag and drop it here in the image and click on the native size. So this is what we want here exactly. And now we need to create a couple of buttons. So here I'm going to create a button and reposition it at 0, 0. I'm also going to remove the text, and this is going to be our easy button. So easy button, and I'm going to position it here. Let me filter for the easy button image, and this is going to be that image. Let me just see if we need to resize a little bit. So let's say 260 by 65 for the height. So I think this will be great for the height, and we can set it actually at 0, 0 for the X and for the Y. So this is great, and I'm going to copy or duplicate it and paste this one here, duplicate it and paste the other one here. And this is going to be our medium, so medium button, and this is going to be our hard button. So let me select the medium and filter for the medium image. So medium button image. And lastly for the hard button, so hard button image. And let me just filter for that image. And what we also need is we need to duplicate this one and reposition it here. And this is going to be our back button, or excuse me, we are going to position it here. And let me just rename it to back button. And I'm going to filter for our back button image and select it here, set the native size, and also set the anchor at the bottom left corner and set at 65 by 65 for the width and the height. So let me just select our button. So let me take it. So here we have our back button, and I'm going to reposition it something like this. And this is what we see in our game. What we also need to do is we need to take and create an image. So we need to go here and create a UI image, and this is going to be our check. So let me select it here. This is going to be our check sign. I'm going to name it easy check sign. So easy check sign. And I'm going to filter for the sign image or the check sign image, and I'm going to set the native size. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to position it at the 0 for the y-axis, and let's say 100 for the x. So this is exactly what we need. I'm also going to duplicate it 2 times. The other one is going to be medium check, so medium. And we are also going to have our hard, so hard. And let me just copy the y position, because we are only going to change the y position. And also for the hard button, copy the Y position and paste it on the hard check sign position. So this is what we now see in our game. This check sign is going to determine, or is going to tell us which, difficulty we have selected for our game. And practically we are done creating our menus. Next, we are going to take a look at how can we actually navigate between our menus and how can we create menu controllers. So we are going to stop here and continue in the next video.